and you go, they're fucking brilliant. I mean, it's clear that they're really, really, really great bands, and that's what you want. You want a great band to go on before you, because you want people to get the best ticket possible. The value for their money. I mean, there's nothing worse than a shit support band.
Sometimes everything comes together. Like Doug, you've been talking about Hamish Hawk for ages, haven't you? And then they're doing really well. So it's a great time to take them on tour with us.
Have you seen Hamish Hawk?
I was at Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah, they're stunning, aren't they?
Did you enjoy them?
Did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
He's like he's a proper frontman. He's got great songs and a brilliant band, and so yeah. It's always the band's decision, and it's always based on just who's the best band, like who's got the most. It's like all the bands that have supported us, they've always had melody in common. They're quite melodic. They're quite serious and I guess when I say indie, I mean like independently spirited.
Yeah,
they're not like mainstream. It's not like I was thinking about today's current music sort of in the charts. And it's generally forever been 90% or maybe even more just shit, and 5% really good stuff that lasts, that you're still talking about in 25 years from now. So hopefully we'll still be talking about Hamish Hawk. We were still talking about Keane all those years later, and those unknowns that supported us, Coldplay many years ago, they're still kicking about. I don't know what they're doing now, but
Doves as well as well.
yeah, Doves were fucking brilliant. Yeah, they were a great band. Good question, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Grant is next.
Hiya, Grant.
Ian Frank, how are you doing?
Yeah, man.
And gentlemen,
Hello, Grant.
how are you?
Good.
You performed amazing cover versions over the years.
Yeah.
An absolute collection of covers. As it's Christmas, if you had the opportunity, is there one particular, if you said, right, do a Christmas cover version, really good. Although I did, after asking that question, I then, River popped up on.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh shit, I've done that. But,
Well, we did a cover of Last Christmas when we played at Alexander Palace many years ago. We did River. We did the Slade song.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We even had our own one at one point, didn't we?
We had our own one that Chris Moyles made us play. It was shit. It was just like, do you have a Christmas song? Yes, and it was called Alone on Christmas Day. Quite a nice, cheery number.
Cheerful.
It's pulled out of the bag for this year. Something maybe not done before.
Well, we can't possibly say because we're not playing it tonight. We've got a cover. We're going to play it in Glasgow, in Scotland, and it's top secret because we've got bells and whistles with it. So right, we're playing Mull of Kintyre. Right, so please don't fucking tell him. Don't tell Glasgow, because Glasgow would just be like, that'll ruin the surprise.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the reason why we did that is because it reminds us of Christmas and it reminds us of Scotland, and because Paul McCartney's Scottish, not.
He is.
He is definitely.
Oh, no.
That's it. That's right, because I mean. So anyway, we played this gig this year, and there was a bagpipe band there, and it was literally in the Mull of Kintyre, and so we thought we'll do a cover of it. We just learned it backstage before the gig, and then asked the pipe band if they would come and do it, and they were called the Red Hot Chili Pipers, and so they said yes. And came on and did it, and then there's not a dry eye in the house. I mean, you play that in Scotland, people start crying and shit. It's a powerful song. And so we've invited the Red Hot Chili Pipers up to Glasgow, and they're going to hopefully play it, do it justice.
Good song.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking.
The last question we have is from Darren.
Yeah.
Here, stage right.
Stage right. Hiya, Darren.
Hi, Frank.
How's it going?
Firstly, a cheeky thank you to all of you. I think you've done it particularly, but aside from Pink Floyd, I can't think of a band that doesn't play the notes that don't need to be played. But those other more interesting ones instead. So, but that's all of you, thank you.
That's lovely.
That's not a question. The question is, listen to Travis on headphones. I've always made really good use of stereo.
Yeah.
How conscious are all of you of the use of stereo when you're recording?
Completely. That's the whole. That's. I sit and have cans on when we're mixing throughout the whole recording process. It doesn't. I mean, here's the thing. We worked with lots of really amazing producers over the years. Steve Lillywhite was our first producer, which was just incredible. Going down to Woodstock in Bearsville, which is where like the band recorded the Brown album, and Jeff Buckley recorded Grace, and R.E.M. recorded Out of Time, and we recorded with Steve Lillywhite, and then we recorded with Nigel Godrich. And I think, pardon me, we've gotten like, I mean, I would say Nigel's, he is, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how I saw him last week. He's in his studio, and then he was just playing me some stuff, just as whatever he was up to. And it's just always that way when you put your head between his speakers, and you're just like, how can it sound like it's coming from over there? I mean, I don't know how he does it, and no one knows how he does it. And the funny thing about Nigel is he thinks like that. He doesn't see that as a skill because it just comes naturally to him. One little nice story about Nigel was when he was a little boy, like when he was 4, he asked his father, who was like a BBC sound field recorder for the BBC, if he would get him the thing they made records with. And what Nigel wanted was the lathe, like the actual thing that made records. But obviously that's weighs like the weight of a truck. So his dad bought him a reel-to-reel recorder and a microphone. And that's where he started when he was 4. And he mic'd everything up. I remember him telling us he recorded his brother's train set, he would record the TV, anything he could record, he would record on this reel-to-reel. By the time he was about 12 years old, his mic technique was like completely beyond people who are like in their 20s and 30s, because he just learned it naturally. I'll go on and on about this, but when you record with someone like that, a lot of engineers EQ, Nigel's EQ is flat on the desk. There's no EQ. He'll go to Neil, remember Neil, he'll say, give me, hit the snare, and he'll be like, bah, 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 bah. And he'll go, right, stop. And he'll get up, walk through into the control room, and move the microphone that much, and go back into the room, and he'll go, give us the snare again, bah, bah. And he'll be like, and he'll come back in again, and he'll do this until he EQs with position. That's how he gets his EQ. It's all mic position, right? So his thing is flat. And when he EQs, it's like minuscule amounts of EQ on his mixes, and he pans hard right, hard left, and up center. There's never 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock. He's fucking genius.
It's interesting to talk about him. He obviously like a computer, people know about that.
Yeah.
But Natalie Imbruglia's first album. But first time I heard it,
Yeah.
I thought these are good songs, but they sound
Amazing. Yeah.
And then I looked who had done it.
Yeah. And here's a little train spotty bit for you. On the song Torn, when she's singing, I'm all out of shape, the backing vocal that goes, oh, that's Nigel. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Don't tell him I told you that. Alright, and don't tell Glasgow we're playing my guitar, or I will come back and I'll find you all.
I'm getting a lot of secrets today.
Everything we've talked about, you can't talk about.
So we're gonna play our first song of the set, because it's always the last song you play in your sound check, and because then everything's all ready to go. You can just come on stage and play. This is called Bus.
Still, you from under the hillside, a million boats out.
Apologies for my croaky throat, and I hope you all have an enjoyable show tonight. We're really happy to come and play in your city, and yeah, we'll see you soon, yeah?
Thank you very much, Eastbourne.
Yeah, I'm going to go backstage and get hammered.
Could be interesting.
I've never, you know what, we got hammered once, like before a gig in Helensburgh in Glasgow, outside of Glasgow, and years ago, and after that show we were so badly drunk that we swore we would never drink again before the show. Yes, it's true. It was shit. It was terrible. That's why we stay sober and yeah, no before gigs. I might take a wee hot toddy though, on your advice.